Okay, so I'm about to bottle my blackberry wine now. I started fermenting it, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, and it's been in a demijohn ever since. So I've saved up some wine bottles. Here they are. There's an elephant there in the room, it's Jack. Okay.
Hello everyone, right. I'm the local farmer!
Okay, that's enough of that, thank you. So I'll try and make a little video now of bottling the homemade wine. These are wine bottles that I've saved up. I'm just going to take the labels off if I can. Well, here we are then. I've managed to get these bottles soaked for about the last couple of hours, and just to get the labels off them, because I don't really want my wine to have someone else's label on them. And hopefully I can just peel them off. That one's coming off quite well. I might make my own labels at some point. That's better, look. There's one around the collar's a metal one, but so all I've got to do now is get these labels off, and then I've got to sterilise the bottles as well as the pipe, and then I'm going to decant the wine into these bottles. So we'll have a look at that when I've finished sterilising the bottles and got these labels off. Okay. Okay, so I've got all my labels off the wine bottles. So all I need to do now is sterilise them, and I'm just going to run some water in here. There's the siphon pipe, I need to sterilise that as well. I've got my bottles. Oh, I better go and get the other one. There we are, I've got my sink full of water, so I'm just going to put some sterilising compound in. There we go. So I just sprinkle some of that around in the water. And that should, once I've mixed that in. Oh, it smells like a chlorinated bath. That's swimming pool. Not particularly pleasant. So I'm going to fill the bottles up with that. Leave them to soak for a good 10 minutes, getting all the air out of the bottles, and then we'll come back and I'll give them a rinse, and then I'll start bottling my wine. Alright, so I've got my wine bottles here, sterilised and empty, ready to go. Some of the labels came off them quite well. Ones like this, the old Pinot Grigio, the bottle, the label didn't come off very well on there. But I think I'll stick my own labels on them myself later. I've got my siphon tube, and I've got my demijohn of wine. I'll just take out that. Just put the bung over there out of the way. Now I've got to siphon this out into these 6 bottles, ready for storing away for another 6 months. And these should be ready about summertime, I think. If we're looking out the window now, it's a grim December day. Pretty horrible. So hopefully next time we look out the window, I'll be opening these bottles of wine to try them. So I'll just set up the siphoning tube. That's one bottle going. Got a mouthful of it, didn't taste too bad. Probably can't see, but it's actually flowing quite nicely in there now. Ooh. That is my first bottle of wine. There we go. It's alright, I'll put that to one side, and then I'll set up the siphon in another bottle. I'm not going to film me filming all the bottles, I'll just try and do a bit of a close-up on one so you can get more of an idea of what's going on, okay? Oh! I just spilled wine on the floor. Can you see that? But it's coming out the pipe now. Look. Can you see it coming out? And you follow the... And I'm filling the bottle. Here we go. Nearly full. Whoa. Okay, next bottle.
Dad.
There we go, that's better. That's how to do it.
Dad,
Not get it on the floor. Do you think that's going to stain the floorboards?
Dad, what's happened?
Oh look, there's little Harry. Daddy's filming, or Mum is filming Daddy doing his wine. And Daddy's managed to spill some on the floor. No, whoop, next bowl. Ah, we're on a roll now. Look at this. Oh, my pipe's coming out. Oh, there, look. There we go. Cool. There's a lot to keep your eye on when you're doing this. Anyway, I'll give you an update when I fill the other bottles if I haven't spilled it all over the floor. Okay, so I've got my 6 bottles of wine now. A bit of spillage. Not that impressed by the mess I made. Managed to mop it up. But we got 6 bottles of wine that didn't hopefully taste too bad. Actually, I was quite surprised when I was siphoning it. It was quite nice. So I'm going to leave this for another 6 months now. Oh, I got to match the tops with the bottles. There we go. And then I'll have a taste in July because this is going to be sat in the garage now for 6 months, maturing. But I said I might make some little labels for the bottles. There we go. You can also see there's a little bit left in the bottom of the demijohn, but there's also still some sediment in there. So I'm glad I didn't put that into the bottles. Well, Jack's back from school now and he's going to help me put the labels on the wine bottles. We got the labels ready, Jack? Alright, well done. Right, you're going to glue that one on then.
Which way around should I do it?
Well,
Maybe
on the
like-
front, that's it. So, you know how to glue that, don't you? Take the top off.
I'm expert at gluing.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Oh.
Let's see the expert at work with the special wine labels that I've made. That's probably enough glue. Perfect. That's it. That's enough now, Jack, I think. Okay, you get it on nice and straight. And then we'll have a look what it says. Oh, precision. Oh, brilliant. Rub it on. Right, let's see what it says. It is the Funky Farmers Blackberry Wine, December 2014, and the small print is warning may cause temporary blindness. Oh, there we go.
Why is it a warning?
Because we don't know what this stuff will do to us. We'll try it again in 6 months' time. Tune in for the video of what it's like to drink in 6 months' time.